And we're back. And it seems louder for some reason. That's weird. Seriously, how did you hurt it? Yeah, this game has a very long introduction. It's not like A Link Between Worlds where it was incredibly short. And it gets you right into it. Just like old Zelda games. No, that's part of the reason people don't really like this one. Rain. Don't men open doors for a lady anymore? How long am I supposed to stand here waiting for a little chivalry? Ugh. Oh, it's you, Danny. Say, you look all flustered. Did something happen? What? You can't find your Loftwing? I don't know what to tell you. I've been here at school the whole time. Pippet is the one to ask about birds. I saw him downstairs a minute ago. Why don't you go look for him there? I like Corinne. I like most of the females in this game. It's a Zelda game. You can't not like all the females. What's wrong, Danny? You're looking a little pale. What? Your Loftwing is missing? How strange and troubling. Do you think you can find him? You're gonna start looking for him now? How will you make it back in time to fly in the ceremony? Looks like your participation in the ceremony hinges on whether or not you can find the bird on time. Excuse me. I see, so the headmaster has summoned me. Alright then, I'll go speak with him immediately. I still owe you for helping me out earlier, so don't worry about the ceremony for now. You focus on finding your Loftwing. Yep. I heard that, kitty lemur. Oh yeah. Money's... That sounded painful, holy crap. You okay, kid? Oh! That sounds so painful. Could you help him with something? All I have to do is use A to dash and roll to the tree. Just like I've been doing. Dash, then shake the nunchuck when you're in front of the tree to BAM! Do a roll right into it. Whoa! You did it! A sky stag beetle. And a floating ruby. Wait up. And it's gone. Oh, my sky stag beetle. So close. Oh well. To catch it, I would have needed a bug net anyway. I wish I hadn't thrown out the one I bought at Beetle's Air Shop. Up Skyloft Plaza. Also, to get the houses to appear on your map, you have to enter them. So, I'm gonna do that. I'll also just meet everyone. Hey, Danny. Today's the big day, isn't it? You know, the wing ceremony thing. Win this thing and you'll get bumped up to senior class. Here in Skyloft, it's being able to ride on a Loftwing that separates the kids from the adults. And if your goal is to become a knight, well, a good technique is even more important. All of us learn to fly the hard way. Lots of practice. That music is never going to change. It's going to be in every Zelda game. The first few seconds of the song remind me of the first few seconds of the Toad Town theme from Bowser's Inside Story. Hey Danny, how's it going? The wing ceremony's about to begin, right? I kinda love what this dude is wearing. Not gonna lie. Remember when Pippet won the last one, right at the last second? It was so close. Now that was a race. Hey, your Crimson Loftwing will be in the race, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Also, don't get used to when we see him like twice more in the entire game. Oh, ah, darn it. I was gonna say, this is story. Whoops. You know, Groose, that sure was a pain with all the scratching and pecking. Of course it was. You thought a big Crimson Loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight? This is probably the best character. He's so just dumb. It's awesome. But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. He's also really tall. Oh, Danny, so, yeah, just how long you been standing there? What's your problem, anyway? Oh, wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours. They're pleading, "Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please." You're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. His lips are yellow. Look at that. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice? Work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. Say, come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where is that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by the clouds and got lost? Bring it on, give him back. Nice hair. You lay off my dude right now or I'll flatten you. Everyone knows I've got the slickest pompadour in town. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone know. You never let anyone forget you. Oh my gosh, I can't read this. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids? Big deal. It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Would you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud. And just who might you be talking about, Groose? Oh, Zelda. Hey, nah, it's, Shove. Whoa. Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Danny again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy like all of us. Why do you insist on bullying him around so much? Yeah, I suppose. You suppose? Suppose what? I suppose you were... Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Danny. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback toward knighthood, so find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect that those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Danny, those guys aren't going to help us find your birds. We better start searching. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can spot any trace of your bird. Father said he talked to Instructor Horrell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry, we'll find your bird in time. This girl reminds me of somebody I know in real life. She looks a lot like her. What's up, Danny? You seem to be in a hurry. What's this about your bird? Oh, the unusual crimson loftwing. Have I seen him? I'm sorry, I haven't. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view from the whole town from way up there. Just check your map using plus. Knowing you, that's the best way to avoid getting lost. Again. Ow. Cold. Beatrice. Hi. Ever heard of banging your knuckles against the door? It's called knocking. Barging into someone's house is what most people call rude. Anyway, you're lucky I'm home. I'm usually over at the bazaar working on my stall, but we're closed for the wing ceremony. Most days at work, all I can think about is how bored I am. But now that I'm not at work, I'm even more bored. My life is pretty sad. Beatrice. I like her. For those of you that know that side quest, the answer is yes. Yes, we're choosing her. This is Piper's house, I think? Yep. MILF. That boy really gets me steamed. It's nearly time for dinner and he's nowhere to be seen. He better not be chasing bugs again. That's exactly what he's doing. I totally didn't help him do it, ma'am. I promise. Ow, that hurt. Fox. Gotta push it. Push it good. I think up here is just bizarre, which I can't go into yet. Over there. The water doesn't look as pretty in this game as it did in Twilight Princess. Which is sad. Look at this thing. Who knows how long this statue has been here? It only has one eye, poor thing. You probably know this, but you can press C to look around. I'm sure that won't be important. Oh look, a barred path. Let's go touch it. That was kind of an awkward camera cut. Waterfall Cave. Beware of blood-sucking monsters! No kids allowed. I'm pretty sure the monsters would have no problem getting out of this, those bars. Considering how small they are. And half of them are made of jelly, so they could just, like, morph around it, but whatever. Hi, Danny. This house belongs to Kikul. Psst, by the way, that's me. Kukio. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm gonna go play with my special friend today. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright. And, it's not your house, little girl. It's your parents' house. Speaking of, another MILF. Pardon me, Danny, you haven't seen Kukio, have you? She's always running off without a word to anyone. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I guess she'll never learn unless she runs into trouble one day. You mean, what? No, I'm not doing anything wrong. Let's go. Can't go this way. It's the three not MILFs. Such a beautiful day, but we're too busy to enjoy it. Some things never change. Hey, it's one of the ladies from Valuable. Isn't that the truth? The only thing I lugged out of a son is good for is getting grease on his shirt. All I do is laundry, laundry, laundry. It never ends. I hear you. I'm terrible at washing clothes. I wish I could get someone to do it for me. Are you human? Anyway, that's everywhere we can explore right now, so... Let's head back to... the academy. And go get ourselves a sword. Learn how to fight. Danny, perfect timing. I heard your loft wing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird. I'm so sorry, Danny. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you... Sounds like Groose forced them to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a little while ago when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your loft wing. I wanted to warn you, Danny, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird ever again. It sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Quick, let's take a look at your map. That's it, right here. I think that means this waterfall. Marked with X. Which we've already gone and looked at. You know how to read a map, right? Press plus at any time to see a map of the area. If you get lost, just press plus. Forgive me, Danny. I can't help being such a coward. I'm really sorry. Knight Commander... Alright. Hey, it's Danny. So you still want to get into some sword practice even though today is the wing ceremony? I'm impressed. The sword is in the back room. Go on back there and get it. I'll be here for a while, so if there's anything you don't understand about handling a sword, go ahead and ask. It's still only... It's better than Skies of Arcadia was, but it's still only recording 20 frames a second, not 30. Which is annoying. You got a practice sword. Students at the academy practice with these. Looks like a fairly sharp blade. Kinda wishing, or kinda wondering if I should use, XSplit Broadcaster to just do local recordings, but that doesn't have a pause function that I know of. Oh yeah, you want to learn about how to use a sword? Sure. Okay, just swing the remote to swing your sword. Swing the remote vertically to do a vertical slash, sideways to do a side slash. Thrust the remote forward to do a thrust. And then there's the spin attack. So yeah, it's just whichever direction you slash in is the direction Link will slash. That's right, Danny. You really are a strong swordsman. Easy to teach, too. You make this instructor proud. Are you ready for a spin attack? Great, now I'm going to surround you with logs. You need to cut them all without moving from that spot. All you have to do is swing the Wii Remote and nunchuck horizontally at the same time. Good one. That sure looked like it felt good. So why not try a fatal blow to close our session? When your enemy is down, target it with Z, and swing the remote and nunchuck at the same time to do a fatal blow. Do a side slash on that log. When it's down, try finishing off with this technique. Little early. That's the way. A fatal blow is also an effective move to use right after you've used your shield or a well-placed spin attack to knock an enemy on its back. Oh, when monsters don't stay down for long, so you'll have to swing the remote and nunchuck quickly before they can get back on their feet. Cool. Hey, Danny! You can't take swords outside of the sparring hall. Sparring hall, rather. What do you think you're doing sneaking out with that? What? Your loft wing is missing. You want to go look for it? Well, I guess I can make an exception just this once, but remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. So I don't want to see you swinging around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in a ton of trouble over this, so here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice on those logs first, and once you get outside with that sword, only use it when you absolutely have to. Got it? Yep, got it. To hell with your logs. Over here, stranger. Hey friend, walk yourself on over here and say hello. No. How do you do? I'm what you call a Sheikah stone. But you knew that already, didn't you? I'm a stone a few words, so I'll get right to it. I can see you're playing in Hero mode, so you clearly mastered all the puzzles out there before. I think it's pretty impressive. Tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the hints right from the start. If you ever get the urge to look over hints you've already seen, just come and see me. Good luck to you, friend. Yeah, he just gives you hints. He gives you like a big list of hints for each area and each dungeon. For like key segments where it's a little more confusing on how to progress. Any self-respecting Zelda player should never have to use that. Although I think my first time playing the game I used it twice. And then felt dumb afterwards because it was like, oh, this was really easy. I was just totally not seeing the answer. Also, I hope you like the sound of Link panting, because you're going to be hearing it a lot. I mean a lot. I'm getting kind of worried. Everyone says that all the footage they've seen so far of Zelda Wii U just reminds them of Shadow of the Colossus. I didn't like that game. I'm gonna get flack for saying that, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else. That was quick. You got no Monster Claw. Yep, enemies drop materials. Green ruby, it's worth just 1 rupee, so collect lots of them. I'm gonna try to not do my whole, oh, I didn't even see you. I'm gonna try not to do the whole thing where I, try to refrain from picking up green rupees because I hate having a, I like my rupee count to be in 5s and 0s. I don't like, oh wow, another material. I don't like having, like weird odd numbers in the mix. I like it to just end in a 0 or a 5. Slimes are actually immune to thrusts, you have to use a slash. But money is money. And we will have so much of it by the end of the game. At the start of the game, things are incredibly expensive, and it's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to spend all my money on this. And then later in the game, it's like, I have nothing to spend these thousands of rupees on. But I guess every Zelda game is like that. It's just really noticeable in this one. They give you so much treasure later in the game, and it's like, I don't need this anymore. Keys do attack you, they just don't really seem to feel like doing it right now. Occasionally one will rear back, dodge your sword slash, and then, like, dash at you. Let's see if we can get one to trigger. Come here. Like that. And we're about to hit 25 minutes again. So, I'm gonna cut it. 1 sec.